You're listening to the Online DJ podcast, where today we're talking to Point Blank Music School. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of the Online DJ podcast. Now today we're going to be talking to Point Blank Music School. Now I personally am a alumni of Point Blank Music School. I studied my Diploma of Higher Education with them and learnt some great stuff. And the reason I got them on is because when you're at school, college, etc., they don't tend to give you a lot of options about actual music production. In my experience, I got a lot of stuff like maybe you should study performing arts, maybe you should study music like playing instruments, which I'm not too great at. I wanted to know more of the production and DJing side of things, but there wasn't a lot of options out there, so I turned to Point Blank Music School. So I think if you're looking for educational options for learning more about DJing, more about music production, etc., Point Blank is a great place to look. So we've got them on today to answer some questions about who they are, where you can study, what sort of courses they offer, things like that. So I'm joined by Kel Sweeney from Point Blank to answer those questions. So firstly, Gordon, could you tell us a little bit about Point Blank and what you guys actually do?
At Point Blank, we're a music school who specialise really in electronic music, DJing, music production, the creative side of music. And we teach a variety of levels. A lot of it is based on a vocational level, kind of getting a job in the industry, building up contacts, and making a name for yourself. How you do that through the business acumen and the production skills needed to build your profile. We also have an academic element of what we do, teaching up to higher education level, which is university level education, and a lot of our students actually going to progress onto university or studying university level courses with us.
And Gordon, in terms of where people can study with you, location-wise, what options are there?
So we have a number of locations. We've got two campuses in London, two campus buildings. They're both very close to each other. We've got our flagship campus, Osman Road, which is Hoxton, and there we've got our SSL desk. We've got 7 phenomenally well-resourced studios and sort of Macs throughout, individual workstations, and a nice sort of rehearsal space for students as well, and a great kind of common area or a student hub where you can relax during lunch, play your tracks to other students, etc. We've also got our Penn Street office, which is historically where the music school's been based. We've still got a number of classrooms, studios, practice spaces in there. We also have our office space in that building. Now, in addition, we've got our new LA school, so it's definitely growing. It's been open for around about a year now, and very exciting to be an international music school. We've also got our online school, which historically has done very well. It's a great way for students to access Point Blank if maybe they can't make it to London or LA for our face-to-face classes. And we have established it in 2007, and we do higher education programs on there, lots of unaccredited programs. We've got a very popular course called Electronic Music Composition, or EMC, which is a great way for students to learn how to put some musical composition, music theory behind their tracks, but all delivered in a very practical way, deconstructing famous tracks. That's the online school as well. So to study, you can do it at London, LA, or online.
And Gordon, why do you feel education is important to any DJs or producers that are out there or maybe want to get started?
So I think that education is important to DJs and producers. I never had education in electronic music. I did music at A-level, I did music at university, I did a master's in music composition. So I kind of had the classical side and did that myself, but what I didn't have was the electronic music training, how to structure a track, how to create bass sounds, the stuff that I really wanted to do as an electronic music producer. And so I had to learn it myself, and it took years of listening to other people's work, analysing what they did. Now, what we're offering at Point Blank is a direct route to that. People who are doing it in the scene, training you in their methods. You've got direct access to these industry professionals who are there to give you the tricks of the trade.
In terms of courses for DJs in particular, what sort of things do you offer and what do these courses involve?
For DJing, I DJ myself. I play on the radio every week. I've DJ'd all around the world. And again, I got a pair of 1210s for my birthday, and it took me a good year before I first played out, just to build up confidence, learning how to beat match, learning how to structure a DJ set. I read books. I was self-taught in that aspect of it, and it was trial and error. And certainly I clanged quite a few times in my early sets. Now, what we offer at Point Blank is, again, someone to hold your hand through those early stages, to point out the pitfalls. The way that the class works is like having your mate next to the decks with you, teaching you how to do the mixing. So I think it's very useful, and certainly the business side, and this is what I really wish I'd had training in, and that's how the business side of music operates. And we've got some great modules at Point Blank that really, everyone likes making beats or DJing and the glamorous side of the industry, but actually the business aspect is where you're going to create a career and make money out of what you do. And, if you're making money, you're going to be able to sustain that as a career and do what you love.
So, Gordon, can you also give us a brief sort of overview of the music production type courses you offer at Point Blank?
So the music production courses we offer, we cover Logic and Ableton. We've also got a Pro Tools course which is just starting, and we'll look at sort of some electronic music performance stuff in Ableton, also how to use it as a sequencer, lots of stuff in Logic, how to produce and compose. Some of our online courses, we try to be as cross-platform in the approach, actually. So you'll find that in a class you could use Ableton, you could use Logic, although we do have some introduction to production courses which either specialise in Logic or Ableton. But generally, after you've done that first hurdle, you can use the software that you want to specialise in. Our instructors know both pieces of software, and they use them. They'll be able to give you the tips and pointers, but you can use what you feel comfortable with. Because I think at the end of the day, these sequences are basically all the same. They've got some different quirks and some look different, but it's really what you feel comfortable doing, because the end goal is to create music, and you're going to do that best if you're using something you're comfortable using. And we have got Pro Tools, which we do feel is a great addition to our curriculum. That's delivered using our SSL desk at our flagship Horseman Road building in our brand new studio there. And so Pro Tools is what they'll use in the industry, and because we're doing quite a lot of work in the music for media and some real advanced sound engineering and mixing work, we felt Pro Tools was a suitable thing to bring on for our more advanced students.
In terms of the online school, how does the online learning actually work, and what are the benefits of learning that way?
We've actually got a really great innovative online school. Like I said, it launched in 2007. We've got a completely bespoke platform for that our web developer created. And the really good thing is it's all about two-way communication. We have one-to-one tutorials, so students get to speak directly to their instructors 4 times during an 8-week module, where they get personalised feedback, they get to ask questions, they get that one-to-one time with their instructors. On top of that, there's our masterclass each week, so it's a lesson basically. All your classmates will get together using the online school. There'll be a video broadcast by your instructor who will talk you through some tips, lesson content for that week. In addition, there's loads and loads of video material that you get each week. There's also some notes written down, lots of interactive exercises and quizzes. So they all feed into how the online school works. There's some great material on that on pointblanklondon.com. So do check out the website and have a look at some of the videos if you're interested in studying an online course.
And in terms of education levels, what sort of levels of education can you study at Point Blank?
And the education levels you can study at Point Blank, we do a level 3 course at the moment, a BTEC diploma. And we've also got higher education programs. Online, we go up to DIP-HE, which is level 5, equivalent to the first 2 years of a degree. From September 2016, we're going to be running a degree at Point Blank. That will be a face-to-face degree. It means that you'll be able to study exactly the same as you study at university, all the way through to the degree, the final degree of BA Hons in music production and sound engineering. And you'll be able to do that at Point Blank. So we go all the way through from level 3 at the moment. That's A level. Or we'll do a full degree from September 2016 at Point Blank face-to-face.
And what would you say the benefits of studying at Point Blank are versus, say, going to another music college or university?
And the benefits of studying at Point Blank over other music colleges. Obviously, what we do is focus on the creative side of music production. We've built up our staff to deliver that. You know, we've got people who are working in the industry, people across a range of genres, very current producers, people who are currently on, Rinse FM, Kiss FM, One Extra, as far as the radio stations go, people who've got releases on all sorts of techno, grime, drum and bass, and other music genre labels. So people very current in the scenes that matter right now. Now we have got great facilities. We've got our SSL desk. We've got phenomenal DJing resources. So really it's that, and it's also what we deliver as a brand in terms of our additional content put through our YouTube channel, the training that we give outside of that, and the focus on creative music production and DJing, which I think we're quite unique in doing that, actually.
And if people want to find out more information about Point Blank Music School, maybe your courses, information like that, where can they do this?
Now, to find out more information about Point Blank, do visit our website at www.pointblanklondon.com. We've got a new site which just launched at the beginning of this year, so go and check it out. Loads of information on courses there. Also, you can call up our office on 0207 729 4884. One of our course advisors will speak to you. So, yeah, please do get in touch.
Now, Gordon, before we let you go, we ask all our guests that come on the podcast what their favourite song is. So, before we let you go, what's your favourite song of all time?
One standout track from over the years is a producer called Toasty, and it came out on Hot Flush Recordings. So Toasty and the track Take It Personal, I'd say, is my favourite of all time.
So a special thanks to Gordon Sweeney for coming onto the podcast to talk about Point Blank Music School and what they offer educational-wise. I hope that's sort of given a lot of information out there to people who are maybe at college or at school, or even if you're not at college or at school and you want to maybe take an educational route into looking at music production or DJing. After personally studying at Point Blank, I can tell you they're really great, their tutors are great, and you learn a lot of information from studying with them. And the online school is definitely a great option if you're not near one of their on-location sites to study. So other than that, that's all we've got time for on today's podcast. If you want to discuss anything about today's show, you can head over to our Twitter at OnlineDJHQ. You can also find us on Facebook, Online DJ, or on our website, www.onlinedj.co. You can also subscribe to this podcast on platforms such as iTunes or SoundCloud, and other formats as well, which will all be listed on our website. Other than that, see ya!